and we are here live and direct, and today is the 8th day of July 2025. Tata Bobocheke, I once again welcome each and every one of you, though I'm late, but for obvious reasons, including even technical issues. We must continue. It is sometimes better to be late than never. Therefore, as I said, I welcome once again each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Invite your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. Do not deny them. Invite them, their siblings, to tune in onto IPOB Community Radio. If you've not downloaded it, please do so. Download IPOB Community Radio. It is a very low data consuming application, so that you can be listening to this revolutionary radio. And this radio started by our indefatigable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon, notwithstanding that he has been discharged and acquitted on the 13th day of October 2022. But Nigeria, being a lawless entity, they continue their shambles they call trial, which we do not, even IPOB do not believe in any type of justice in Nigeria, because there is no justice in Nigeria. In Nigeria, justice is for sale. There is no justice in Nigeria. Listen, even today on today's news, on news headline, July 8, 2025, there is in Sahara Reporters, there is a news headline that says, Nigerian Army flouts Supreme Court ruling, refuses to reinstate officer discharged and acquitted. Do you now see the reason why injustice to one should be injustice to all? Do you now see that? Because when maybe injustice is happening or is being meted out to your purported enemy, you care less. You care less. You don't care at all. Because when you look at it, you say, neighbor man, it serves him good. So this is the bottom line of the situation, the problem in Nigeria. It serves him good. No be him say Biafra. You want to you want to separate from Nigeria. It serves him good. But justice has spoken, and justice was refused. But when you look at the person that is suffering that injustice, you stupidly, become happy, blaming the person because of your hatred. Now when it touches you, you start crying. Do you see why Nigeria can never proceed? It can never advance. Can never advance. Nigeria, it's impossible. Nigeria can never advance. As long as Nigerians have this mentality, it will continue like that. The quagmire continues, and it will be hammering on each and everybody. It will be hammering on each and everybody. I hear it. Until people rise up to fight, which is impossible in Nigeria, because people, the population has been separated. So they have been separated using anti-Igbo slogan and anti-Igbo sentiment. They have been separated using religious and ethnic sentiments. So it's gone. Nigeria is gone. That is why IPOB took this option of trying to gather ourselves in order to do things by our own selves, to to hold our destiny, be in charge of our destiny. Because in Nigeria, we are not in charge of our destiny. You look at Peter Obi begging for him to be trusted in a country that is begging. Anything that is obtained through begging is, how do you call it? Is just like arms. Is a beggar has no choice. A beggar has no choice. Because you can give a beggar what a beggar receives. What you give a beggar is left over. Do you now see the reason why when people like politicians talk about begging Tinubu to leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release Mazi Nnamdi, we disagree. You don't beg. Anything you get through begging is the lowest of the low standard. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, Nigeria Army flouts Supreme Court ruling, refuses to reinstate officer discharged and acquitted. Nigerian Army, in a sane country, not even talk less of republic, in a sane republic. Who is the army? Who is the army when it comes to the court? Who is the army? Who is the army when it comes to the court? Because the court is even court checkmates the executive arm of the government, the judiciary. But in Nigeria, police, they refuse. They don't care about the court ruling. Everybody is behaving anyhow he wants, because that is the way Nigeria was meant to be. Lawlessness. The Nigerian army has defied a Supreme Court ruling ordering the reinstatement of Major Akim Aderoba Useni, a military officer discharged and previously convicted of manslaughter but later acquitted by the appellant and apex courts. If the Nigerian army can defy and disregard Supreme Court ruling, what are we talking as a country? What? Just what are we talking as a country? What are we talking? If the Nigerian military defies court order, what then is a country? What is of no use? Why then do you have judges? Why then do you have the institution called the judiciary? Is simply of no use. There should be nothing like it. People think that democracy is only holding elections, as Nigerians think. That is what Nigerians think. Oh, democracy, you hold the elections, or what you call elections. It is not. These are all these court rulings, obedience to court order. These are the tenets, the real tenets of democracy or a democratic country. These are the real tenets. You know, these are the real tenets. But do Nigerians understand this? The answer is no. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released, discharged and acquitted on the 13th day of October 2025. 2022, sorry. 3 years ago. But the powers that be, they said no. The Nigerian government said no. They continued. And why are they even bringing him to court? I don't know. Whereas they disobeyed court order. They disobeyed court orders. So why are they bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They should keep him there, just like that, so that the whole world will understand that these are, that the courts, the judiciary, there is no judiciary in Nigeria. Simple and short. Oh, that's why I say all these things they are doing, bringing Unyielding to court, this and that. These are shenanigans. It's a charade. Just a cinema, a window display to showcase that there is a process. No, there is no process. There is no single process, because how can there be a process whereas the result of that process will be refused by the government as long as it doesn't go their way? So what are we not talking? That is why IPOB has no single faith or trust in the Nigerian judiciary. Never, never, never. They flout court orders with impunity. The Nigerian army, the Nigerian police, Nigerian custom, they say, who is a court? Who is the judge? They will tell you, okay, go and tell the judge to come and release the person here now. How can you impose a civilization on very primitive Neanderthals? It's impossible. It's completely impossible. It's impossible. You want to impose a civilization on very primitive people. It can't be possible. Are you hearing me? So we must continue now, because I will not be long anyway. I will not be long in this broadcast, but we must continue. There is this news that Soludo, Soludo, he said something. Let me see. Soludo, who is the Anambra State the current Anambra State governor, he said something, because they are always very, very, very quick to do what? To talk against their own people. Oh yeah, Undibo. Oh, that is Undibo for you. They are always very quick to talk against their own people, to kill their own people. I don't know why this is the case. I don't know. Soludo says Igbo criminals, not Fulani headsmen, behind the southeast kidnapping. I don't know. Sometimes I cannot understand why we are self-destructive. Sometimes I think about this, but I never understand. Check the character of most Ndibo. You become disgusted. Even in this struggle, you become, you become discouraged sometimes about doing anything to serve Ndibo. I'm telling you. Igbo people are self-destructive. I say it with the experience I've had, with what is happening. They are self-destructive. That is why IPOB is a different breed altogether. And here on Radio Biafra and in our various gathering units, we train ourselves to be different. That is it. Because we don't want to restore a nation that we go the line of self-destruction. If something does not go your way, you come out to destroy it. You now turn against to destroy it. Gina mother ga bankata as onye as trust conversation. Na bankata. Ichema mother. Whenever any misunderstanding between you and him, he doesn't care. He will come out and start vomiting everything. Yeah, character and ego. When you look at it, you say, no, these people. Is it? Do you think now this time do you think that our redemption is now? No. Do you think? Now I try to, let me see, I cannot open, but let me open another. Okay, yes, let me read that. There has been kidnappings, sacking of villages by the Fulani. Igbo politicians, they never openly say na Fulani, no. There are upon proofs, upon video proofs, everything. When it comes to allegations against their own people, they are the first people to come and loud it up. They are the first people to come and put it on microphone. Again now, Joe say, how are we created like this? Self-destruction. How many times we have Fulani headsmen kidnapping in Anambra? If in Imo is gone. In Delta, in Iguacha, you don't see them come out to openly talk about who mention Fulani headsmen. No, mention Fulani. No. Instead, they will find a way in order to attach it to Ndibo. Because they see that Ndibo are weak. They are for them. Ndibo is weak in Nigeria, so anybody can have a pound of flesh of Ndibo. That is what Nigeria is all about. Weak people. Now, I say our people now, we are reduced to being water. The H2O, water, mini. Because mini is very weak. That's why, it is being used for everything. Washing debts. In our as in your one Sayam mini. Anything, mini. Because you cannot act. You use it to wash your dirty hand, your dirty legs, your dirty ass, everything. Because water is weak. In this way I'm talking. But when you see something like hydrochloric acid or other different kinds of colorless acids, in color they are transparent like water, but you don't dare mess with them. You don't put your hand. You put your hand, they chop it raw. You put your leg, acid chops it. You don't dare mess with it because they are acids. They are poisonous. But water is generous. Water accommodates everything. That is the reason. That is why Soludo is making this statement. But in order to debunk, because whenever any Igbo person in political office, he is no more fear. It doesn't matter what he has been doing before, or the way he has been talking before, or the good person he was before, or he was defending him, Igbo this thing before. Once he enters Nigerian mainstream politics and in office, he becomes a different person. He becomes a monster. That is what our people should understand. That is why we must get out of Nigeria. Nigeria is changing our our genes. Nigeria is changing our DNA. Nigeria is evoluting us. I am telling you. That is why the earlier we move out from Nigeria, the better for us. So that we recompose ourselves on who we were. Otherwise, Nigeria will destroy us. Now, the way Sahara reporters put it is, Igbo youths now kidnapping because it is as lucrative as drugs. Yahoo, Anambra Governor, Soludo. Do you see the difference? You know, when I say our people are primitive, listen. Do you see the difference between how our politicians represent us and how the Fulani politicians represent them? Just check the difference. On this platform, I've been playing clips of northern governors of Fulani origin defending Fulani. Fulani is carrying guns right from time. Ganduje defended them. Even Buhari defended them. Even in America. When they asked him that, look, your people, the Fulani, they are killing, they are carrying guns, killing people, there are proofs. He said, no. That the Fulani, no. They carry foliages. I mean, they carry cutlasses only to cut foliages for their animals. He defended them, knowing fully well that what they are saying is truth. He defended them in the world community. Bala Mohammed said it several times that they have the right to carry AK, that the Fulani have the right to carry AK-47. He maintained, reiterated on it several times. The video is there. The clip has been there. He defended them. Sheikh, Sheikh Gumi said that he told them that, look, that the Fulani terrorists are their warriors. But why are Igbo political elites like this? Listen to Bala. Listen
about the herders and farmers clashes in Nigeria.
Listen, it's Bala.
You have seen what our police in the southwest are doing, and some of them from the southeast. Some of us told them with all modesty and humility, you are wrong. But the person that is most wrong is the governor of Benue State, my brother and my colleague, Governor Otto. He started all this. If you don't accommodate other tribes, we are also accommodating your tribes in Bauchi and other places. We have so many people working in farming in Al-Galeri, farming in Tafawa Balewa, farming in Bogoro. Has anybody told them to go? We have not, because it's their own inalienable right to be there. We have Yoruba people in Bauchi for over 150 years. Even before the birth of Nigeria. Nobody has spoken to them. Some of them have risen to become permanent secretaries in Gombe, in Bauchi, and in Borno. And now, because a Fulani man is practicing the tradition of transhuman.
Listen. This is what is called a politician defending his people. Listen to him. Is Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State. He said this 4 years ago. Listen.
Pastoralism. He has been exposed to the vagaries of the forest, the animals, and now the cattle rustlers who carry guns, kill him and take away his commonwealth, that is the cows. He had no option but to carry AK-47.
Do you see that? Do you listen? Do you hear? Listen again, please. Let me rewind it. Listen.
He had no option but to carry AK-47 because the society and the government are not protecting him.
Do you see that? You listen to that? When I say that, you see the Fulani, they are more experts in politics. When you talk about politics, it's about controlling people. It's about a way of defending your own people. It's politics. But ndị pa ga-abịa mepee ọnụ kpoo enwegodo ihe a ga-ekwu na agba izu na n'obi ha mepe gaa na mba kọọ ya kwuo ya na ndị be anyị na akasha. And tomorrow when our people will be hunted down, it will be affecting everybody. Don't you see that? Let me read this. Let me read. It says, Igbo youths now kidnapping because it is as lucrative as drugs. Yahoo, Anambra Governor Soludo. Why particularly? Why, stereotyping on the tribe? Had it been, he said, if I don't know, Nigerian youths, do you see? Nigerian youths now kidnapping because it is as lucrative as drugs. It can be interpreted anyway. It can be understandable. Do you hear me? That is what I'm saying. When uncivilized primitive character. That is what our people are exhibiting. Forget about the bags, the PhD, and we're on nothing. The sense of, cooperativeness or cooperation between their people, zero. What makes this man not to put it as Nigerians? Can you hear me? It becomes a political statement, Nigerians. But he boldly narrows it down. Not Igbo. And he's an Igbo man. And when you tell me, is he, for him he's talking about because he's above Igbo youths now. He's an elite. That is what he don't know that all these things is coming back to haunt even him. Oh yeah, Igbo, I'm here. And they know nothing. I'm telling you, when it comes to politics, what they exhibit is just nothing. They are primitive. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has claimed that 99.99% of kidnappings and other forms of criminality in the state are committed by Igbo youths and not Fulani or any other tribes. Are you hearing what the man at Soludo is saying? Do you see that any Igbo person that is progressing politically on top as a political elite is anti-Igbo? They applaud him, they push him, they applaud him when he attacks his own people. He's applauded very, very well. Amen. Now, you can say, no, I say it as it is. Now, I am telling you honestly. Outside, politicians are you going to doubt the person until you prove me wrong? Let's allude. Why is he stereotyping our people publicly? Why? There are many things. Many things have been happening in Anambra. Do you remember when they caught? They saw Fulanis each one holding 2 guns. That was during the time of Unyielding. Holding 2 guns, and people reported. They reported to Daisy. They called the Unyielding with video proof, everything. And they consulted, they called a meeting. That was few years back. Called a meeting in Anambra. They invited the Sarakin Fulani in Anambra, the chairman of the Fulani Makba, Mietiala. The police chief was there, Ohanezendibo chieftain, and Eze. They were there. They were all there in that meeting. Now, Naiwodo started and explained with proof that, look, the people saw this video. Look at your people carrying AK-47, moving openly, not even hiding. Each one carrying double AK-47, moving, going on the streets of Anambra. And the people reported. So, the chairman of Metial at that time, Anambra branch, he rose up. He said, is that why you're calling me? Yeah, I just said this, yeah, is that what he rose up and walked out on them, including the police DPO or the commissioner of police of Anambra at that time. How many times has the Fulani headsmen destroyed the crops, killed our people, dismembered our people in the most horrible way in Anambra, in different parts of Igbo land? This one, they don't talk about it. Don't you see that we are in a mess? Instead, they continue demonizing us. That all I want to say 99.99%. Which means he said that the Fulani, they are angels in our land. Do you see, when people come around and say, no, why is our struggle so difficult? The even international community are not. Do you see that? Do you know that this report now we go to all the embassies in Nigeria? You know that? No, sometimes you want to give up on our people. So now, our redemption is not now. I'm telling with honesty, I'm telling you. Because when something say no. Is it what some people are doing in IPOB just to cause confusion? Some people you think that at least these people, what is it? What type of all the tribe I will become? All the tribe I will. We can never succeed without cooperation. Let me tell you something. One of the distinctions that made humans to stand apart is cooperation. Cooperation in large scale is not only about being intelligent. No. I used to say, yes, we are advanced humans because we are intelligent, yes. But it's not only that. Because even chimpanzees, there are some things they know that human beings never knew. There are things a lion know that we humans don't know. There are things dogs know that we don't know as humans. That's why, some of all these animals, they can, for example, the tsunami that happened in Indonesia and Thailand a few years back, is it either 2004, if I'm not wrong? The only animals that got trapped, that we are tied to posts. Do you understand that? The animals that cannot run. Otherwise, other animals, they have sensed the coming of that tsunami for a long time. Now all of them disappeared and went more inland. Before humans, before electronics detection. So, which means that animals know many things that we don't know. We humans don't know. So that is also a part of intelligence. But the hammer that breaks the camel's bone, why humans are on top, is this large scale cooperation. Cooperation amongst us, among human beings, where millions of people can be organized together to build a city. Millions of people can be organized to build a nation. That is what animals cannot do. You see some animals, they have social animals like monkeys, like chimpanzees, like even lions. You have pride of lions moving in groups. But you can see that even monkeys, they move in groups. Highest maybe 50s or 100s. They are not the only group, they are not the only monkeys in that area. You have other clans also. Clan of monkeys moving in groups of 50s, 60s, 70s, just like the highest, some 20s in numbers as a clan. If they ever see each other, they attack each other because they cannot cooperate in a large scale. They cannot live, let's live and let's live. No, it is only human being that can do this. That is the success of human being. But when a people continues to bringing themselves down, hewing each other down, when a people continues hewing each other down, themselves down, there is a problem. It means primitive character. That is my logic. That is my logic. Are you hearing me? When you see, for example, groups of different clans of monkeys, they are going in a group of 20, 30, 50. They see another clan of monkeys, same monkeys, is fight. They fight against each other. They fight against themselves. But they are the same monkeys. I'm not talking about between monkeys and lions. No, monkeys. Because they don't have that ability or capability to cooperate in a large scale. That is where human beings stand aside. That is why one of the main reasons why humans are referred to as advanced animals, because humans are able to cooperate in a large scale, come together, get shops together, hundreds of thousands of people who have shops side by side. Millions of people live in cities without chopping themselves raw. Everybody contributing to the building of that city or that community. Are you seeing it? But when a people are there to demonize their own, making others to even hate their own more, what do you call it? It's a primitive character, because that is self-destruction. It's just like what is going on today in Ghana. The Igbo chief or Ezendi Igbo in Ghana, that is going on today. And I asked somebody over there, and he told me that, look, this problem, yes, what is going on, these are our people answering, crowning themselves a king in other people's land is absurd. Is madness, I'm telling you. You have Igbo welfare unions, you have Igbo communities, and you have chairman or president of the Igbo community anywhere. Why then Ezendi Igbo? I think Ezendi Igbo has said it openly, that they are against, they do not recognize any Ezendi Igbo outside the Igbo land. They said it pump and plain some time ago. They have said it some time ago that they do not recognize any so-called Ezendi Igbo in outside the Igbo land. But that is yes, that was March 5th. That yes, okay. So You see that many of our people, they just want to build their own fantasy, building their own kingdom, a personal which they can control individually. You know, that is part of the primitive character which I'm talking about. When you cannot cooperate in a large scale, you are primitive. Are you hearing me? When you cannot, cooperate in a large scale, your inability, you want to build your own thing. Everybody wants to build his or her own thing. No, I'm not no person can you see, even in this struggle, you will see a so-called media broadcaster, a Facebook or YouTube broadcaster. Come, let us focus and continue so that we will be moving towards the same lane. And what makes people move towards the same focus is what? Rules and regulation. That is law and order. But these people, they cannot abide by the law guiding the movement. No, they want to do it they want to do it their own way. That is why they put themselves, I'm independent. I don't take order from nobody. So I do anything that I do it the way I want to do it. What is the difference between this character and the animal character? No, tell me, what is the difference? Tell me now, what is the difference? If you are saying something, you go, the order comes secretly and say, please, Mazi, don't go that side, leave that side. No, why? They're even calling me, telling me not to say, I must say it on air, I must say this and that. What? And you say we want to restore a civilized nation. We have no discipline. We have people who don't abide by the law. And these people, they are talking to people to be under the law. You know, the mode is so they are correcting people. But they themselves, they can never be corrected. No, now, because things don't go their way, so they are independent. How can you be an independent person? How can you be independent? You are independent. I'm not saying it's not good, but how do you think that everybody is independent? How do you think that we can achieve our goal? It becomes anarchy. How do you think that you can group us together? That is that lack of cooperation, large scale cooperation, and it is animalistic character. That is it. That is it. That is my point, and that is my logic. So when you look at it, you see that many of our people needs primary re-education on how cooperation works, on how law and order should be used or is important in order for us to progress as a people. Because many of us we clamor for law and order, for law, but we are not loyal. Are you hearing? Because from law you even have loyal. From you go down to the law. Loyal. Do you see that? So how is Soludo saying this? Imagine no, which it is never correct. You need to put a here na public. The whole world, so what I was saying before, we are seeing what is happening in Ghana, monitoring the situation. And I said I called somebody that is living there. He told me that, look, what our people are doing is despicable. I'm telling you. How can you go and this is indeed, you crown yourself because maybe you have the money, you buy people, you can buy people, you can now you start building your own kingdom in another man's land, calling it Indibo. Anything that happens, it will backfire on innocent people, and that is what is going on, isn't it? Isn't it? Do you see how our people's stupidity is bringing problems to everybody? They say even what is going on, it could be that those that are listening, that are dragging the post of Ezendibo in Ghana with him, they are the people that went and paid to stir up this. For them, they are fighting that person, but stupidly they don't know that they are fighting themselves, everybody in a foreign land. Okay, and they this type of, they display this type of character. Oh, primitive animals. They are the only people that can do it, nothing more. In a way, in a foreign country, without knowing that I got bounce back to him and his people, his brothers and sisters even. Onyibo na fight Onyibo when Oyuzo Okwehranya anyo di anyoshi. O wepụta anyo di anyoshi na fight one day. Man wuro a foreigner, hey, you na fight, hey, foreigner may wuro the best person on earth. The best, oh God, the Mary, I say, don't worry about it. Oh, no, don't worry. Oh, Ronyo Bioma, Manobiana one near, hey, Chineke, it's everywhere. That's why I'm gonna say our redemption kadefa. I'm not saying it with sentiment, I'm saying it with facts that I am witnessing. I was talking to somebody the other day, told me, look, yes, this is what we're supposed to be doing to get our nation. But when you're not saying no, you're not be a town, so we need to painstakingly channel the mindset of our people back. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm palatable, but I now go 1 year ago. If Soludo, the governor, can come out in the public, make a public statement like this, that the cause of insecurity, kidnappers in Anambra, they are almost 100% Ndibo. Whereas every time we are reading news here, we are watching video on the social media, how the Fulani are killing our people, even in Anambra. But he laundered their image. Why? For him to get second tenor. Because these are things. This is one of the things they told him to go out. If you want to, his handlers from the north, they told him, you want us to support you? You want us to give you second tenor? Because they know that it is not your vote in Anambra that they put him there. He is the one chosen by the caliphate. Are you hearing me? So they want him, if you don't want to if you don't want to lose this your second term, go make these statements. Remove the Fulani from what people are talking. And he did that because he's a perfect slave. You see how when people say, oh no, things are difficult, our struggle is difficult, I say yes, because our elites are bringing us down, both political elites, our billionaires, our wealthy people. They don't care. This thing that this man said now, this is what that are facing us. Only this, with this statement, they use it to make case against us. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? They will tell him, they will tell even the American senators that look, all these things are things that the Fulani are using to lobby against us. You don't know. You don't know. These are the tools they use in order to lobby against us and against our struggle. You never knew, you don't know, maybe you don't know. I watch Hambo like this. If they call they come, they send maybe delegates to investigate some of our claims on social media, on our leadership, writing them, reporting to them. They will send one country might send delegates. They will land there maybe secretly. All these things is not public. They will land in Soludo's office. Maybe delegate, or let's say delegation from Australia. They will ask him, look at what we are hearing, look at what we are seeing. Even on social media, people are crying, we are being marginalized. He will tell them, when all these things are going on, you don't know. It is not made public. He will tell them that no, mind these people, these are miscreants. We are okay. I am the governor of this state. All these things they are talking against the Fulani, no, it's a lie. Because 99.9% of kidnapping and killings are happening here in my state is done by Igbo people. He will say this, you will not know. This statement have destroyed 10 years of our agitation, and you will not know. Do you now see how difficult what we are doing is? Only that answer he gave to them, he have destroyed most part of the 10 years of our agitation, and you will not know. You will not know what went behind us. If they go back, they will give report to their governments, various governments, that no, don't mind these people. These letters IPOB leaders, IPOB have written to us, to our parliament. Our investigation proves that it is not true. Because this is they'll bring a statement from the governor of that one of the states in Biafra. It's Chukuma Soludo. He said there is no killing. What is going on is even the people, that the Igbo people are criminals, that they are the ones doing everything bad. So even we need to protect more the Fulani self. And you will not know. I know it goes nowhere. Because the people that should uphold loud the noise, they are bringing it down. Igbo politicians, they stand on it. They stand on it. So let us gonna go now. We're gonna go to Manoji Watanala, Oji Onwaya. These people, they have seen it. Any politician rising up in Igbo land, he will use the blood of Igbos. He will always use the blood of Igbos to rise up. That is it. These are the things we should always resist. That is why my own, do you see, my own is, we must protect IPOB. Because IPOB is not like any other group or any other movement. It's not like that. So we must protect IPOB from every meddling. That is it. If Chukuma Soludo can say this publicly, what then are you not talking? Tell me. Let me read a bit. Soludo, who stated this during a town hall meeting engagement with the Anambra diaspora community in the United States, maintained that the Fulani herdsmen attack in the state was a false narrative. Are you hearing so? Are you hearing? I have been in office for 3 years and 3 months. If we have arrested 100 criminals in the bush, kidnappers, and so on and so forth, 99.9%, I repeat, are Igbo people. You hear me right. I said 99.9% are Igbo people. Now, ask Chukuma Soludo, do they even try to arrest the Fulani? Could you remember, is it early this year, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, the date. A reverend father was kidnapped. Oh, can somebody please inbox me that the video of that? Let me play it, because these people now, the reverend father of the reverend father friend of this reverend father, what is his name? Would that say that his own reverend father was, his friend reverend father was kidnapped by the Fulani, and he contacted the police. They were calling him, they were communicating with their phones. They don't even care, fear arrest or track him. And he went to Anambra, to Anambra police. They said they have no tracker. He now have to contact another state, which is Enugu state. And they tracked the location of those people. This man came back again, this reverend father. What is this guy's name, please? Radio Biafra, write me, inbox me all these things, please. If you can get me the video of this reverend father, the video where he was speaking it openly. This thing happened a few months ago, and we lauded it here on Radio Biafra. When now they put the tracker from another state, he said Anambra does not even have a tracker. And now, when he have to pay to track and get the location, he now came back to Anambra police to tell them that, look, I got the position of these people. Oh yeah, let us go. They said no, we don't enter bush. He gave them 1 million naira. After everything, when they saw that he is serious, Ebube Monso, yes. Ebube Monso, please don't call me. Please. Ebube Monso, yes. Ebube Monso, the father friend of Ebube Monso. You know? So, why are people calling? Why are people calling? Please, I am seeing what you are writing. No need of you calling, please. If you are calling, you are distracting me. Now, when Ebube Monso said it, you know, Ebube Monso said it. He have to now. Ebube Monso had to now use his own money and bribe the police 1 million. Upon that, the police said they are not going into the bush. When they saw, the Ebube Monso now said, okay, if you are not going, he went and organized people, say, oh, and if you have knife, bring. If you have a okpi, bring. Let us enter bush. When the police people now, they saw that, look, this man is serious. Now they tell him, okay, wait, we are going to rescue your father, your reverend, your priest. And they went and rescued. The man came out, he openly said it, that I was kidnapped by the Fulani. I was kidnapped by the Fulani terrorists in our land. They are Fulani. Is it one? Is it two? Many people have come out of kidnapping alive and give, testimony and given, witnesses, life witness that these people are Fulani. They are not Igbo people. Why are our people doing this to us? Why our politicians are doing this to us? Why? If foreigners are doing it, no problem. You can say that these are foreigners. But when an Igbo governor will stand in public space, even in America, and tell the whole world that, look, what is happening to us is our own people. This is something is despicable. Honestly, we must resist these people. These people are never representing our interests. Never. We must resist these people. You see, these politicians we have in our land, they are our greatest enemies. When you cling to them, that they are this, they are good, you are also part of them. If Chukwuma Soludo can shamelessly stand and be saying this, I don't know. We should react. There should be not only Facebook condemnation, no. There should be protest against Soludo. I'm not talking of only Anambra, please. I'm talking the whole of Biafra land. You know, when I used to say this, I said, look, when I will understand that, look, things, our people are really getting the message is when something like this happen. Protests will not be only in Anambra. There will be protests in Imo. There will be protests in Delta. There will be protests in even Lower Kogi. There will be protests in Enugu, in Abia, against what Soludo said in a town hall meeting in America. Because Okuwarono, Chukwuma Soludo Meronala, the primate that was kidnapped, I think last year or last 2 years. His name also was is an Anglican primate, the one that rose 100 million naira within 24 hours for him to pay ransom and for him to be released. Who kidnapped him? In Lopa. Is it not the Fulani? He said it. Did you hear Igbo politicians loud it? Nah, Odika, what we are doing, Odika, no. If we are not radicalized, I'm telling you, we go nowhere. We cry from here now, think that kingdom come nothing. Listen, what Chukwuma Soludo said, he committed abomination in what he said. Every Igbo person, I'm talking now, every Igbo Biafra, anywhere, should rise up against this man, Chukwuma Soludo, because he lied against a people. He lied against every one of us. That Reverend Father, or not a primate, Anglican primate that was kidnapped, his name was Uche Kanu, whether Archbishop Uche Kanu from Isoji, that was kidnapped, I think either 2 years ago. The video is still on YouTube. He said that these are the Fulani kidnappers. They say that they are everywhere. Oh my goodness me. Ndebo, how are we being neglected? How are we being why? And go free. What happened? You see this thing this guy said. People don't understand the magnanimity of this statement in the public. People don't understand. He laundered the image of the Fulani. So what you are talking in America, what we are talking, all those things Ebube Monso said is a lie. That is what he said. That is what it meant. But will you see that in Azua you are threatening? You don't understand. Let me replay this thing I played before on what is also the continue trading. You are not trading on what you are producing. You are trading on Chinese products. A slave will continue being. When you are promoting products, you are promoting Chinese products. If it is made in Biafra land, or even Abamed products you are promoting, I will not even. Okay, even if it is say made in Nigeria, I will not even be annoyed. But you see products made in from China, Emeka China, you a slave, complete slave. Continue trading in Azahia, continue trading. Listen.
Be careful, everybody. na to aka ho ya to tro no so ya ho ya to tro he no ga ya wo o de ka bairo e mo ne ba ya de ka good o ba shine ha bomb ono ga hondo me roshera ho dia na ba no we ka ke me gana o kwanda pakada nde abakada nkuku ko ha na drop that thing.
Do you hear what he said? He's speaking in Igbo. I have the photos of the children that were wounded, some even killed by the explosion of the continue continue now continue now is a Igbo. Whereas your race is diminishing, is dying off. Now continue now and you know what they are doing now? All this in the Hausa and the Fulani. No nabai na Zaya Bakadingom. They are many of them you are seeing are highly trained military officers. They now build the devices. The videos are here, the photo is here. This photo is not something that could be produced by them, locally produced. These are high-tech bombs, like big. They will just throw it, with shiny colors, throw it anywhere. Children, as children playful, you go and you see something, you take it, maybe big. Before the thing will explode and kill. They gather, it explodes and kills some. Who is doing this? Why are our governors, our political representatives, why do they hate us like this? Let me tell you, it's not that they themselves they hate us per se, but the system they are in push them. Before you rise up as a politician in political echelon in Nigeria as an Igbo person, the system requests that you must hate your people. That is it. For you to be a good Nigerian as an Igbo man, you will hate your people in all your deeds and in all your behaviors. You must hate your people. And as Igbo people are trading, they are eliminating us, our children, one by one every day. As our people are trading, they are, pursuing us from our land. They are killing our people daily, and they are using our politicians in order to blame everything on us. Do you see? It is double faceted what they are doing against us. It is only the eagle eye of IPOB that do not allow any of these things to pass. While Igbos trading. They are in Ochanja trading. And I'm one jackery. Maybe as I'm talking now, some food, many are watching here, some no na biapalo na man jackery. For Hagit why they are trading and misbehaving? They are now building bombs that look like big bureau. They throw it, leave it anywhere in our villages. If they go, as all this scrap, all these Hausa and Fulani that are collecting scrap metals, they give it to them. They'll be throwing them. They'll be throwing all these things in places, so that when children or even adults, you can see the thing, say, maybe this might be big. Let me see. Immediately you pick it, it will explode. This is what is happening in our land. Our people care? No. What do they care most? Saga on social media. That is what matters to them, so that they will get enough viewers to make money on social media. You see all these things. I continue saying that our redemption is very far. I might be mistaken, but that is my own view. Our redemption is very far. Until enough of us shows concern, like what Soludo said. Soludo have spoken. He have given us, the whole Igbo people, not only in Anambra. When he said again, I don't know why. Whether my voice is coming out again, why is this thing doing like this? Sometimes it goes. Let me see, please, before I continue. Soludo okuronala. Soludo okuronala. I'm telling you. We must continue. So, as I was saying, you see this thing that Soludo said. He casted blanket condemnation, demonization of a race. Forget that he said Anambra. This is indeed, we say, oh, it's Igbo youths. Are you hearing it? Have you ever seen where they arrested? Do they go after the Fulani terrorists? The answer is no. We have testimonies, witnesses of many people that were kidnapped that get out of kidnap and got out of kidnap, escaped or ransom paid, and they come out to testify in public that these are Fulani. I had their language, and they posted that they are in the whole forest. The same Fulani kidnapped a Yoruba chieftain last time. He came out and started shouting in Yoruba land, I think in Ondo, Ogun State, that these people, they boasted to him that they have 55 camps in the whole of Yoruba land, or everywhere in the forest, that they're everywhere. Nobody could listen to him. His voice have died down. That is it. Why is Soludo? The statement of Soludo should make every Igbo man rise up to demonstrate, to protest against Soludo. Look, listen again. Let me read what he said. I have been in office for 3 years and 3 months. If we have arrested 100 criminals in the bush, kidnappers and so on and so forth, 99.99%, I repeat, are Igbo people. You hear me right? I say 99.99% are Igbo people. Now you ask him, do you ever even go after the Fulani criminals or terrorists whenever they are being reported? The answer is no. So they are selective. Agone Chemba, Bubago, have you ever seen them? Upon all the complaints and all the reports, have you ever seen them going after the Fulani terrorists in our land? The answer is no. But he is taking a picking on Igbo people, which he sees that he sees us that we can't do anything. These people now, you could try he will call the PGs and share them little money. Onye wanna say okay, now leave. That is Igbo man for you. Very weak. What made him weak? Greed. Being buyable. Once you leave your dignity and become buyable, you become weak. You think you are strong, but you are very weak because you can no longer react to anything that is against you. That is why IPOB is different. IPOB is different. Soludo Kuwarono. But this thing he said is supposed to cause riots in the whole of Igbo land. I'm talking of Igbo land because he said Igbo use. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But no, people will now come to straighten his words, say no, he didn't mean it like this. This is what and the people, he will dish out money. Content creators will now correct it and say no, this is not what he said. This and that. And PGs and SS, so he will pay them money because he knows that many of us, not us, please, because IPOB is not among. Many Igbo people are buyable. That is why when you look at some of them, even in this struggle, when you look at them on video, you look at them, you become disgusted. Say, come on, shut up without the dignity. Get out here. You know, when we talk, you're supposed to be a man that speaks with dignity. That is the thing. But when you see how many of all these people now photo Ariana, they cannot make this statement public. Because they know that their hands are soiled. Oh yeah, the problem of average Igbo man. Average Igbo man, not an IPOB man, no. Average Igbo man being buyable. Ana asị mmadụ kwuwara ọnụ onye a supposed kwala Soludo. Igbo supposed to rise up even before. I don't know whether he has gone back. Before he go back, people should meet him with protest everywhere, not only in Anambra, in Imo, in Ebonyi, in Delta, in Iguacha, in Abia, everywhere. But once you don't do that and you're expecting things to go right, no, because everybody see Igbo people as weak race, very weak. And even if you want to write out people that they will go and use money, bribe call the people they see that they are leaders, call them, so yeah. That is how pathetic our race has been. We are trying to, IPOB is trying to gather the pieces of our race. I say the pieces because I am not go in pieces. I was a coherent race. I was in pieces. We are trying to pick the pieces of our race. If one person can go, can you see a Northerner, be him an Hausa or a Fulani, go to America and make this statement against Fulani? He will not come back. He will not come back. He will stay there and seek asylum direct. I'm telling you. Because it doesn't matter how politically inclined or his political position. That's why they defend. You know, that's why it's good. Our people all the very good, all the very important. Otherwise, when no person fears, because when you do something and nothing happens to you, and when no opposition, video, call nonsense, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, here. Beacon. No. Let me you reading, I don't know. Unyielding, I don't know. Igbo people, you hear me right? I said 99. He repeated it. The governor who insisted that he should be quoted anywhere maintained that Igbo youths are deceived to go into the forest to drive out the imaginary killer headsmen from farmlands have over time found comfort in kidnapping for ransom and engaging in other criminal activities. There is something wrong with Soludo, and we need to treat it. I am telling you. We need to treat it. All hands must be on deck. We need to treat this demon in Soludo, because he lied. He lied against every one of us as Igbo people. He lied against us. It is not something that we talk one day and keep quiet. We need to act. Otherwise, they will continue. This has been their modus operandi. Who will come if some, because they are counting on using money to bribe, to buy some of our people. That is it. That's why Soludo can get away with this blunder, which he as an Igbo man, he openly will remain every Igbo person insult. You wait him, honestly. But we must continue. So, what am I trying to say? In all, we must show this. We must showcase this cooperation. We must showcase civilization. And how do I mean? By cooperating towards one goal. Bulldozing down those that don't want us to move forward. Like what Soludo have said. Like Soludo and other politicians in our land. They are anti-people. They are anti-us. Only this statement he made, he don't know how backwards he brought even our agitations. He don't know. Let me stop here, please. Let me go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines and the people will start calling it. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
No, I want us to reason like analytical human beings. Let's tell ourselves the truth now, at least for once. See, I'm going to speak and a lot of people will think I'm speaking like a Biafran, but no, I want us to reason like analytical human beings. The fact is, the division of Nigeria with all the indications on ground so far is inevitable. The division of Nigeria is inevitable without implementing the regional system of government. Okay, let's look at the indicators. Number one, the fact is, the issue of national insecurity at the moment happens to be majorly a northern problem, right? You quite agree with me on that. And in that regards now, any government of the day, any president at the moment,
after buying enough weapons, they'll bring all those that have been put in disarray, driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there's no security in Igbo land, that they will come there and then they will deal with us. And that the dumb man was just flippant. Maybe he took some. He said, "Do you know Ibadan?" Ibadan Lagos Expressway. We are in all the bush there. We're everywhere there. We're also in the south. So we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land. So they claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani. They said that is why we are afraid of, I've been talking about this open grazing and this Ruga. They have a plan. And I accuse the soldiers who are not non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Well, they are shooting this man. When our people wanted to comb the bush, the soldiers said, if you move a step, we'll finish you. Don't go there. So they know where the boys are. They know the location. And what they do is in the daytime, they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time, the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of kidnapping. Government should act decisively. They should act decisively. Otherwise, what is happening in the northern part of the country will be a child's play. So what will happen here? So government should sit up, because the primary purpose of government is to secure life and property. Any government that has failed in that has failed woefully. And Nigeria is on a reverse gear. We are nosediving. We are nosediving. We don't have security. All the bush, we went around, no soldier, no police, nothing. The people, were having a field there. And where they released those was, if they kidnap people along Isukwato, they will parade them round, and there, when they pay ransom, they are released from that particular spot. Those they kidnap along Enugu Expressway, Log Banta, they bring them. Eventually, they bring them there to collect ransom. Those they kidnap along anywhere in the south, around the south.
Tu fais tout.
So they know that they are there. And I guess that when I said to the Oga, how do you collect this money? He said, don't worry. Once we are through with you, we will invite motorcyclists. They will come and there will be a truck. A truck will come to put the money in the truck. And that the people who paid them said that was exactly what happened. Immediately they came out from the bush. They told them they were monitoring whether there is police or army. They said, go up. Okay, come back, come this way. And then eventually they stopped. A truck came without number. So the boys will carry one Ghana must go, put in the truck until they took the 100,000. After they have counted 100 million, they said, okay, you can.
Only one on the government direct it to me. I use my own arsenals. You see, all the way from another government. When the situation became horrible, I had to leave outside my state to another state. Can you imagine? Now another governor has to give me his word, expert tracker, and they were tracked. Send them all the information. So forward to along there. Say never handle near the situation. Never know so near location never handle. Or sit down. Can fetch a say not to be fetch okay, let's move in immediately. Or say no, na father banofia. And see it's again, you see, okay, wait. Do you have some security adoration? Once your officer, I will lead this operation. Or say what? You see, yes. I will open Ocean Atunu. Father also will lead the operation. I called that farm because the situation about track here with her. Now go and call the head of the vigilante. Since the police cannot do anything, since the state security cannot do anything, we are left with no option than to save ourselves. Or say, hey, Father, okay, near where he saw that I was determined. I've already told you, on a money and on one, on a bona, Pakua, or Gogo, or munition, or bona, on your one, when you're more. Yes, let me go and rescue my brother priest. Since the government cannot rescue him, okay, Father, don't worry. If a man over, you know, in a situation they lack fund, I will move. I will mobilize the people. Let's send the family. I will mobilize the fund 1 million. Security Anambra. Father, don't worry. You know, we are going to get the associate and constituent. No. Can't get associate and constituent. So the kidnapper then went associate and constituent. If you know where is 1 week here was tough. I'm not going to say to I'm not alone. Never need go and say So that is the society in which we are. May God protect you, my people.
Amen.
May Holy Ghost protect you, my people.
Amen.
It shall be well with you.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra Land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the 8th day of July 2025. You know why I played some of these clips? For people to hear that what this guy, the governor of Anambra, current Anambra State governor, Chukuma Soludo, what he said is an abomination. It's an aberration. Abomination, anathema against Ndibo. I played the voice of the clip of Archbishop or Right Reverend, I don't know how they are distant, primates, Uche Kanu, that was kidnapped by the Fulani. He said it. And also Ebube Monso talking about the what he went through when they kidnapped his priest. Kidnapped by, if you continue, by the Fulani. The priest said it. They were Fulanis that kidnapped him. But here the chief security officer that is normally serving Igbo people in Anambra, he came and condemned the Igbo, said no, all the kidnappers are Igbos, and we will allow it to go like that. Do you know why he is doing this? Because you know that you cannot remove him from power. He said this in order to please his kingmakers, the caliphate that put him there, and we put him there again. So you don't care about, because you don't have no single power. Your own is, as an Igbo man, he will buy you with money. Finish. What you need is one choncho for you to continue trading as usual. It's an insult. It's a very and should be treated honestly. He should be treated. He insulted every Igbo man, every Igbo Biafran. He insulted us, and he's an Igbo man. So he did it so that the caliphate will applaud him, so that the globalists, because the Fulani, they are globalists, so that they will applaud him and say yes and mark him excellent. That you are our son. You are our servant, not son. You are our slave. You need to go after next year. You are going. We are putting you there. You are representing us very well. As you are anti-Igbo, you are people. That is why he did that. And the people don't understand the message, but IPOB do. We did understood it. We did understand it. Our lines are now open, please. And our WhatsApp and Signal lines remains the same, +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Once more, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already lining up. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? You are the first caller. Please go on.
I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening from here.
There we Mazi. There we.
And this is a Chris calling from Italy, place. Number one, you have said it very clear. Sometimes when I call on this program, I say that our freedom, we have still 1,000 miles to go. How can I be too far? Because you remember when Mazi Sukachi came on a program, they are asking, my question that they are asking, why is it that the Igbo people or the Biafrans devoid the ability to comprehend the politics, both in the church and in the church? Why? That's that question. And this is one of the reasons that makes me to ask this question. Because our people never understand when they are politically condemned. And that is exactly, remember, this always happens from those politicians from Igbo. This is exactly what Ruto did. First of all, condemn the whole Igbo people and proscribe IPOB. Mazi, you didn't fully comprehend those statements that Soludo make. You cut it, maybe you cut it off. Soludo is referring to IPOB. Get that full message, what he said. He said, Biako Kanjukanono. On the answer, how many more finite chapon? How do they fit? Kidnappers one day, and when kidnappers no more fear when they chop one day die. And when you put and we kidnap put on the how many more when they chill by. This is where he want to go to prove that all ESN or IPOB is involved, or want to tell our people not to support what we are doing. This is the message.
Of course.
Very clear.
Exactly.
We are, please, I'm begging, our publications, say our media publicity secretary we should condemn this in totally from A to Z, or even our media warrior must attack this idiot. Attack this idiot, because this man, he is trying to pay Fulani what the crime he committed, or what he stayed during his time as a central bank governor. During good luck, we remember this man changed 20 naira to that nylon he called naira with that paper, with that thing immediately I couldn't make it hit. Nylon, that nylon paper. He was the person that changed that to original 20 naira to nylon. Do you know how much this man make from changing that money? He made a hell of money, and that is the price he's trying to pay today. That is what he's trying to cover up, to be a governor in order to destroy what we are doing. Do you think that it is easy for this man to become a governor under Apoga? Apoga they have killed. The Igbo governors have killed, Igbo elite, political criminals have killed. Ojuku open establish Apoga, able to build politics from there. Since the other side of the political arena or political party, when they are there's no road there. Ojuku look upon what is happening to us, they decided to open Apoga. And our people queue up on that because of that Apoga. Queue up. And the Igbo politicians, all these criminals called the politicians in Igbo came in and tried this idiot that we don't hear his name again,
called Rocha. He tried everything possible under PDP. He couldn't get governorship ticket until he came to Apuga. Apuga gave it to him. After he has ruled 1 year, then he jumped to APC. This is how they run. So you think that this Apuga they have destroyed, that these people will allow Apuga to win election in Anambra State without compromising with his people, with the life of his people? This is a promise coupled to his crime, his criminality. Forget how professor, music in the I don't know that music is Okoibo. A Bible tell us no way, very common English, if not pronounce from English. My dear brother, this is condemnable. Condemnable. What Soludo said, we must attack Soludo. I think he has blocked me from his Facebook page. He has blocked me. Because I need to smart now. Even what this criminal is doing in Anambra State, charging people, this people, 3,000 naira or 3,500 every week. And some of these people might travel to village for burial or for anything. 2 weeks. They come back, he must pay 7,000 naira before he operates. Whether that person is in town or out of town, or that even the Kekena people is not working, he must pay this money. This is criminal act. So now they put criminals in the street of Anambra, collecting money from them in order to make difference, to make his money tax, make his money. And let me put it that. So my dear brother, this man is not only talking about Igbos, he's talking about IPOB. We must respond to him. After he has said everything, either to bring IPOB down, telling our people not to support what we are doing, or to condemn IPOB before his friends, his those that sent him to become a governor. He's running for second term now. That's, but excuse me, what is the for this to go to America to say this thing? He was all the way in Anambra. He never said something. He went to America in a war stage where the whole world watch him and make such statement. This man is supposed to be stoned. Any place I want this man, if this man doesn't apologize and withdraw that statement, any place of I campaign, I told you, I won't forget. Until our people begin to rise up for all this content, rise up to understand the impact. Listen, what you just said here is exactly fact. In your funny life, I came by for 10 years. Only one single statement I condemn. Do you know what to go now? Probably will take this video now. Go send when you go for he knows everything. All the people in here. And then we live for Anya. They will stay on the ground operating. Oh, okay, those being kidnapping. He might be right that in them arrest, of course, because Nigerian police and army never intervene on the action. They only come and arrest people after the criminals have left. And then they don't do. That's what I wrote to them. Of course. But when the criminals are in action, kidnap people or holding, they can't go there and they stop them. Nigerian police cannot go, army cannot go. But after they have gone, they stop there. Who are you? I live in Onitsha for many years. I don't want to say police in the right to use car after robbers has gone. Something happened in Elzewekwe near Iweka Road. I think 1995 or 6. After robbers has come and stormed the Iweka Road, and still enter the man that this man sells zinc. They get there, they target the guy, and the guy is loaded their money. They are going to bank. They stop them at the junction of Elzewekwe. They took the man with the car and everything, and that car they stole it at the Omapa junction, and took that car to Elzewekwe there, and used the car to rob. Used that car, drop that car there. Took the man's car with the Mercedes car, 200 then. With the son of the man and with the boy of that man. They took them away. After the people go and call police. Police came and said this car has been reported that they stole this car, man. Just a few hours ago.
You know what police tell us? Why didn't you people go and catch them? I said, I am the person who asked the person. I said, we catch those with arms. And the police decided, okay, who are you? They are trying to arrest people, even at that moment, after the criminals have left. So the question is said that those in prison are, of course, they are evil people, but they are innocent. We must attack Soludo for this nonsense. This nonsense we can't tolerate. IPOB has grown to tolerate some certain nonsense from all these criminals. We have to condemn him and attack him, make sure that he apologizes for this ugly statement he made. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
There were Mazi. And what you said is true. Because it's a direct way of attacking IPOB. That those in the bush that went to, search for imaginary Fulani killers. They are now the people that comfortably. Let me tell our people something. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention is for them to try to destroy IPOB. I've been saying this, people don't understand. Soludo went to America to vomit this garbage, to spoil the mindset of our people, even in diaspora, to stop sponsoring what we are doing. It's a contract. It's a contract. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the face of this struggle, but they want IPOB destroyed. That is why when I see some of our people that are, rubbing their mouth in one this on the other, causing saga and government, they don't know that they are being used in order to try to destroy IPOB. Of course, they cannot. That is a contract. Destroy the mindset of our people so that they stop sponsoring what we are doing, so that IPOB will be destroyed. That is it. Any slightest misunderstanding, they dive in, down, they promote it, they dive into push people. Oh yeah, come out to talk, do this, do that, so that people will start taking sides. That is what they are doing. So, but we remain formidable. Chukwuma Soludo will not get away with this. Honestly, he should not. And he will suffer the attack from every corner. Because what he have said, what he have openly said is anathema. Our people, I used to say it, when you think that you are fighting your brother, you want to fight and eliminate your brother, you don't know that you are fighting yourself. It will bounce back to you, to every one of us. That's it. That's why we must be careful in whatever way we are doing things or we are quarreling. Caller on signal, can you hear me, please? Mazi Ebona, go on, please. Welcome to the program. Caller on signal, please go on. Mazi Ebona, can you hear me, please? You go on. There were.
I thought, I'm just saying, I thought, when I did the thing, they choose to focus on our liberation, on the struggle for Biafra, because that is the only solution to this problem. The forces we are fighting, they so more, the numerous. The internal oneself are the ones that have given us issues, which is evident in what we are saying now. We are professors. Us now a professor and economist. Both we have IMF or World Bank and all of that. Now he's a governor of his state. Look at the Anambra State today. Anambra has become the hub for insecurity. That is to criminal boys are killing people. and abolish them without even having the license to kill. These are just common security and we put other places. I go Anambra all this security because they are careful. And this is the same man that went all the way to Maryland. When all the to tell the world that Nandini kidnap heli la name na alibo. No undi bone me and you do. Stereotype a whole race. Why? Because some of there will be no consequences. Because after that, anyway, the consequences, there has been history of people who do this kind of a thing. Then when they are the consequences, you won't have much of them. But as far as there is no consequences, I can have more care. Let's not also forget that nobody same Anambra State, the governor at that time, America. Really, he was the first person that prescribed IPOB before federal government a key of making the prescription. He was the first person. He was in that state that magically equates the life of Nunibo to 500,000 and the life of a cow to 500,000. A governor. So, these people, what you are the one calling them Igbo there. These are people who are, that is, the Igbos you are talking about. When I didn't know here, we are marginalized as far as Igbo something is concerned. These are the Igbos. And these are the include now. I keep on saying it anywhere I am. This Igbo of a thing is subject to debate. I don't know how the nomenclature is there. What has to do with time with Africa? Africa Igbo, where all these colonial constructs. Because it can tell me that now history is the that there was Arab consideration. There are so many different civilizations. All of them have a civilization. But maybe after the conquest of the Kumiko and all of that, all those warring times, the British now come together as the union of the men accept. And inside Igbo and I was now, you may talk on the British talk on the down following so that now what I'm more now that so many things happen to us, and we still have come to ask questions to speak knowledge. We are returning back to our rightful origin roots. So that bond that brought us together, even if it may
Mazi. Mazi, your voice is no longer coming out. I don't know.
What we are representing. So it become a moral this thing, a practice. You know, everybody worship
Mazi, your connectivity is not good. No. We are not getting what you are saying. I'm telling you. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Or you have gone? Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me too?
The whole world is listening. Go on, Mazi.
Okay, sir. Before I continue, let me just take from your end as regards to the reasons why our Mazi is kept in the prison, or should I not really in the prison, in the hands of the Nigeria and their counterparts. You know, this contract, who is the issuant of this contract? And of what reason do you think they issued it out? Because when you made mention of the governors within the politicians within the Nigeria zone or ecology, I think you are limiting some other certain persons. The reason I'm asking this question is this. I remember one certain time, Mazi, our leader, Unyielding, made a reference of why it's very pertinent that every state, in as much as it has to do with another political, entity visiting them, that there is this provision in the Bill of Information of every international countries or states that allows the people to have an idea of that visit and what it entails. I don't know if I'm coming out well. So those presentations, that particular presentation he made that day should have, disclosed to one or two persons who feel the pains that I'm feeling down here in Biafra, over there in US or wherever this idiot went to visit, for the people to start up the protest there and prohibit him from coming. Or when he comes and say rubbish, somebody will use dagger, that's the same Fulani dagger, and cut off his throat and go to prison. But I am seeing it that the issuance of these contracts are also the white people out there. Because I don't know why they are finding it favorable to see us, bickering in our political environment here, in our political administration here. And people are dying. Every day people are dying. And they expect us to be happy. Another thing is this. I realize also that it has nothing to do with this, our governors also, because if you look at what Soludo is saying, to me, if it's where a society is functioning, I think the leaders, the traditional leaders, need to, spread out and have their town crier to him out of the seat and ask him, please, you know this culprit as the Igbo people, then how many of them are in the custody of police or maybe in your custody? Prove them and let us see. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. Here now, the traditional leaders don't do anything. They are even in support of what he's doing, because Ohaneze, the so-called Ohaneze, is not sitting up to help us out. But they are answering Ohaneze, which I think I'm even elderly to them. That was 1976 or 77 they are. And people are not talking. Nobody is coming out to say anything. Only content creators who denies what they feel is right to support. You see? So there are a lot of things that is penning me down here, that if I will ask, let few of us who have known this challenge well, I am saying it out, but we will denounce ourselves. Let somebody who loves evil and violence take us up and train us. Leave IPOP on this and let us go and do this by ourselves. Then we'll resign from IPOP and I'll follow suit, because this thing is paining me too much, because even the whole world is looking up to IPOP. But the challenge IPOP is having it, they are now looking, political correct. Let me borrow that word. Let's not do something violent. Let's not kill people. Let's not create chaos in society. But these idiots are using the advantage, pressing us down. Sir, I'm not happy. Thank you so much.
Of course. Anybody that think that any of our Igbo political representatives will be representing us in Nigeria setting, is a liar. The system in Nigeria is tilted against us. That is the fundamental issue. That is what our people should understand. Anybody, before you can grow politically to be in a political leadership position in Nigeria as an Igbo person, your conscience, your Igbo-ness has been destroyed, because you must prove to them that you are a real Nigerian. That is the point they are using against our people, to continue humiliating and pushing our people into the slave position. They are always. That is proof to us that you are a genuine Nigerian, and not for Igbo, and not for Biafra. Look at Peter Obi Galivanting. He is begging. Even one time, he is begging everything because he wants to prove to them that he is a genuine Nigerian. That he is so genuine Nigerian means kill, destroy Igbo man. That is what it means. That is why I continue saying, if Peter Obi by any means, by means of omission, or anyhow enters and becomes Nigerian president, oh Chineke kuna yojo, yege mai, hey Chineke. Okay, people that we follow use sentiment, because somebody said this one time, that then Britain never played their last card in trying to destroy IPOB, and I completely agreed with that call at that time, that day, that if Britain try by all means, as they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to destroy IPOB, and they say that we are still there, we are still stubborn, now they will use Peter Obi, say put him in power, leave him for 4 years, and now they will use him to try to destroy IPOB. They use sentiment and say, Igbo man now is the president. I beg, man, leave him in the IPOB. On the and that time now, you will see talk now. Now here I day now. You will see talk. Who's your oku na apota? Nkewa potazia ndị ayekwa Anambra ayesozi ọ na-eme ihe ngwa hapụ na ihe ahụ ihe ndị nka you will see talk, you will see Igbo man in typical Igbo man in action. Ogosi the type of stupid slave or butezi nke onye ara without shame. That is how it is. But we want people, we want ourselves before things happen. That is it. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Mazi Jidof, I think. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. There,
Mazi.
Because let me Mazi, I was mistaken before. But nevertheless, thank you so much for bringing me in. My name is Mazi Jidof, calling from my very location. Mazi, the topic is very, very saddened, to be honest. What I just saw this afternoon is very, very, very saddened. But the question that arose from my mind was, the people that Nwambweke was speaking to in Maryland, are they not Igbo people, or are they not seeing or hearing these evidences you have played on this very radio and asking questions? Because these are the things that arose from my brain as a question that a minded or a living being should ask a governor for making such utterance. Because that place is the place that I was making this statement is a civilized world whereby you have your right to question. Not in Nigeria, whereby before you ask question, police will march you down and put you inside cage. But he was speaking to people that have been enlightened, if per se, that have experienced civilized environment and know what questioning is all about. And one was saying this thing before their presence, nobody asked him question or interjected to him or interrupted him from such statement. Mazi is very, very, very sad. To be honest,
Mazi, how can somebody ask him question or interject him? Whereas you see people that gather there, most of them wants his contact in order to either enter into mainstream politics in Nigeria or to get contracts. Notwithstanding that they are living very well, but they want more. That is why they sell their dignity. And everywhere, penny for. Mazi, please go.
Mazi, it's very sad. What you just said now is the pure truth, because I could use the time that I was a student to remember this very statement you said now. Those days we always visit senators from their homes. So there was a time we visited this Shudi Mama from Okeja. Mazi, that day, after that visitation, I said I will never go to any politician's house again. That very day, let me just say this. Before we could enter the gate, there is a canopy inside the Shudi Mama father's compound, whereby all the Okija people are in that canopy. The man will not sit very far from that canopy like a god. If they call your name, you will come and explain your problem. If it's a problem that they can give you 50,000, we give you 50,000, you go. So after I watched this, I entered house that very day. I was asking if this man has a money for project or consultancy project with the large number of people that have visited him in this moment, and he shared this money. That means he has paid them for that very project, and they eat it and go away.
Mazi, let me say something in what you said. The example of what that is where, and that is why I always say that the problem we have is the mentality of
population.
Is the population, the mentality. Do you know people in Nigeria? Nigerians thought that look, once you have a political post, that is the mentality. God have buttered your bread. Because you have money under your control. How can we change this mentality? That has been my problem. It is not about shouting, "Oh, we get to Biafra." This mentality, because Mazi, do you know that if, for example, somebody honestly, let me put it in this way, honestly wants to serve his community and enters politics from local rallying of people, now he goes and represents and becomes the senator of that community. He wants to maybe do something good to the community. Do you know that his family, his kindred, we call him, sit him down, say, this is our turn to chop. Do you see, are you getting what I'm saying? This mentality.
Yes, of course.
Do you know that this is the mentality that is pushing Kanu family in this struggle?
Exactly.
Do you know
Mazi,
that?
Exactly.
Mazi, how do you think that we can get a sanitized nation without removing this type of mentality? Where, oh, it is my brother, it is my sister that is in position, so we got a chop. Mazi, that is why I say our redemption is far. We are just deceiving yourself. We need to cleanse ourselves of this mental, at least majority of ourselves. Understand the importance of the need or the real job of representation of a people. Now there we start going. But when you think, you look at this struggle now. Look at how Kanu, all his brothers and siblings, all of them think that they believe that this is a MPN office. Mazi, please go on. Continue.
To be honest, Mazi, the journey is far. It's very, very, very. I don't know how, but the way I saw this movement, the mentality is still behind the journey itself, and the journey is very, very far. Because what I just explained to you now, that I experienced during my university level, Mazi, is still ongoing till today, whereby you see even the youth that you ask questions, When they approach a senator, they are working very hard to just get a contact. Only. Even the message you come to explain to such a senator will be abandoned. People will be now hustling for personal contact. What you see Soludo said today, if I said, I have picked some of all these things and posted in most of those groups I belong in Anambra State. Mazi, if you see reaction, you see that our people are far behind. Rotimi Amechi said, Good Lord Jonathan said, it will be very, very hard for you to wake someone who is pretending to sleep. It's very, very, very hard. But Wambafo has destroyed an Igbo with just in a twinkle of an eye with his statement. Killings are going on in Yamufu. Killings are going on in Ebonyi State. It's going on in Imo State. It's going on in Iguacha. But Wambafo, with this very statement he has made, he has painted the devil like an angel before the whole world. And we now bear the brunt. We are now the liars. So Mazi, this thing is very, very, very painful. And if our people can gather and rise up and march a massive protest before Wambafo we leave that place he is. Even in Nanibo as a whole, the blood of our people has been spilled by these Fulani herdsmen. But Wambafo find it very comfortable to say that it's only Igbo people that are operating. Mazi, could you remember within Ihiala, Ebonesi as a whole community was under the captivity of these very criminals? But only the local government election that day, everywhere calmed down. Mazi, can't you see that these people are working with those criminals? I followed that Anambra local government election. That Ebonesi as a whole was on fire during that moment of the criminal in Finland. But the electoral day, they calm everything down and do the election in those communities that was boiling and seized by the criminals. Mazi, the journey is very, very far. Look at what P2B is rigomarizing with this Fulani today. There is a war. They want us to be fighting within ourselves and in our neighbor so that they will achieve what they want. P2B is planning to join ADC or whatsoever. The Yoruba intelligent media, they have laid a media ambush to him, I think yesterday. Now he said that he made a statement he made. They presented it. Look at the person you want to come, a Biafran to come and be a president. The David Omar, he's on his own, working very hard to deceive our people. Present Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the P2B agenda as a choice to Ndibo. So that Ndibo will choose whether they will support P2B or they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, all these things are political battle, and Wambafo has went to exonerate Fulani in America. When you put all these things together, Mazi, you will see that these people, they have kept their template of plan to be pushing it towards our people, so that our people will remain confused. But IPOB can never be confused. We know the game and we will follow it head on. Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo Mazi. Do you see, like what I said, I talked about Nollywood the other day. Nollywood is an Igbo enterprise or promoted by Igbos. A platform that should be used in order to do what? To promote ourselves, our values, our tradition and culture. Do you know what they use it for? They use it to to shoot on us, throw shit on us, on our faces, as a people. You see, northern governors, Fulani governors, when they go places like America, they go there, they launder the image of the Fulani terrorists, defend them from Buhari. They defend them even in the face of ferocious attack by Donald Trump as the president of America. They stand firm, they stood firm and defend their people who are really the terrorists. They defend them, they stand firm, defend them. Our governor, he went to America. He went there to nail us, thinking that he's fighting IPOB, nail us as a people. That is why I say that our people, we eye the primitive, because it's self-destructive. We have a self-destructive tendency. It's true. It's not made up. It's in the, I don't know whether the gene of every one of us. Only when you get out of your own through enlightenment, through being an IPOB member as a church shaggy, genuine one, not the old people that come for money or anything, any other thing. Now you start thinking in another way. But normally, I say, self-destructive tendency. Look at how you fight your brother now. You grow like a lion against your own brother. But I already foreign again. Damn many. Don't worry about it. No problem. Yeah, well, no problem. But now your brother, he no go agree. Oh yeah, self-destructive character. Oh yeah, primitive animals. Caller on signal. You have been there, please go on. You'll be second to the last caller. Caller on signal. Are you there? Let me see. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on signal. Nde Mazi Udo Drege. Udo Dekwarage.
My name is Mazi Nnamdi. I'm calling from blessed land of Biafra. Biafra is our religion. On this hollow platform is where we worship. There's a Chukwuka Biama, the God of our land, God of our ancestors, is our chief. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one of Biafra land, is our leader. He stays in the hand of evil politicians and the ESS who claim to be Nigerians that disobey their own law. Mazi, there is something you said, and you said it the way it's supposed to be. It sounded very well, and the Emmy Chris added his own. My brothers, great Biafrans, when you see you can never get anything meaningful or anything good from the politician from Igbo land, you think that we are praying. We think that we are lying to them. No. These people are worse than Fulanis. When people tell you about professors, excuse me, like Soludo, people assuming as is somebody that you can see. Immediately you take he take ambulance a reader. Well, the first thing he did, he said he can never develop an umbrella while some people are in the bush. If they want them to develop an umbrella, want him to develop an umbrella, people should come out from bush. Do you think this kind of man is a human being? He's a stooge. And after that, he now come out and said Anambra is a Christian state. In the zoo called Nigeria, somebody can come out and say such thing. And the people kept quiet. This man is worse than Fulanis. Soludo is not a human. He came to destroy Igbo people more. Because Fulani wanted to conquer Anambra. And that is what they want. So we IPOB must stand up and do the needful. Nobody will do this thing for us, only us can unite. I will take this opportunity and tell great Biafran that the politicians are the witchcraft that biting us day and night. After all the evidence, after everything, Soludo went to where? American, because he wanted people, he think that only America is sponsoring, or those that in America is sponsor IPOB or ESN. That is why he went there, to talk down rubbish. But Chukwuka Abiyama, who created us, know that our hands are clean. We are not against any people. What we are against is the evil that Fulani are committing in our land. Fulani are working hard to take our land, and we said no. We said no, and they are buying all those people, giving them the leadership and them in our land to continue to holding us down. They don't know that this IPOB is not what people you can push away. It's not people that you can buy with money. We are listening, and I always grateful to be one of IPOB that can listen and know how plans are using our people to destroy us. We talk from beginning about Upusodema until this one get in. He created everything, all the security useless kidnappers in Anambra. Now he come out to tell people that telling his own people, lying to himself. But I wanted people, if these religious leaders can stand up, especially Bubemonso, who lamented so much, and he said that time he said that he did not know that they don't have any security in Anambra, that he went to another state to go and borrow something. If that man is a really human being and come out and talk, because we need to condemn evil. We need to stand and condemn this evil. Soludo is worse than Fulani that claim people all over the place. Soludo have destroyed many lives in Anambra, in Igbo land as a whole, by lying to us, accusing Igbo people as the kidnappers. The same thing people are doing in their Nollywood. The same thing that Soludo is now to showcase. Please, great Biafrans, never you back down on this our quest. If we try to go down small, we are gone. We are encouraging everyone, wherever you are, if you are contributing, continue. Go back to your unit, go back to your zone, try and contribute. We are in the war. People who are against us is all over the place. Politicians in our land is against us because Naim Abundezoku. He went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Soludo is coming out to display this to us, to praise Fulanis. Have you seen Soludo talk about any Fulanis or condemning what is going, the killing that is going on in Nigeria? That's how is, why Igbo people are like this? I major no say one so politicians destroy the humanity, to our land. If you are IPOB, they wanted to buy you and you refuse because he take an oath that will look for you and kill you. We are being killed because we refuse to take bribe from them. And now they are thinking that we are winning them. Soludo is coming out from another dimension. IPOB not this time around. Because we're trying to show the whole world we are peaceful people. That's why we are being killed. That is why Soludo can come out and say something like this and go scot-free. Soludo cannot go scot-free. I am assured Soludo, no matter
the type of human being, the type of security on everybody, a Fulani man, a Yoruba man is complaining about Fulani. TV are complaining about Fulani. Onasalawa complain about these people. The same group of people who say that that Igbo people kill Lead and Fulani, that we should go that we should go and beg them to have peace. The same useless people are continue trying all the means to make sure that Potinero or Makagin that is why Soludo is coming out to do this type of thing. But nevertheless, we are not against anybody. They are stealing all the money that are coming out from our land. All these chicken change that are given to us, we never complain. But the type of coming out to, accuse us, because we are seeking to be free from Fulanis. We are not Fulanis and we can never be. We and the Fulani are not the same people. We cannot live with those who cannot contribute in the progress of the land. Who is the Fulani? Fulani is not an indigenous of the Sioux. And the Soludo call himself a professor can come out and sound like this. When I'm listening to all these things, because I don't know that Igbo people have made their life to be like this. How can we, children of light, be under Fulanis, uncircumcised people, as they are called us? Our people did something. Our people said something. Those who created us, those who colonized us, down here, they know that we have similar knowledge with them. They give us Bible, telling us that they shall not kill. That they shall not kill, that God will fight their battle. And he went to another people, get another useless blame that they can convince, so that there will be hate among them, and give them another one. Give them another version of life. Telling them that if you kill a Christian, you have 7 virgins in the heaven. And they are continue killing the Christian there are continue telling you that God will fight your battle. We are watching us so that God will fight us. Only you that God created that will fight for our battle. Don't stand up, stay there. Use the money we are getting, buying speaker. They are selling 1 million, 2 million, 10 million one speaker, because God in a sekulun chironte. No, we could before on here. Our people should wake up. These people have dealt with us. Great Biafra, Udo Chukwu Okuka Biama, the Rendi Homan Nadema. Iyembe ife Chukwu Okuka Biama bo, fumadi ibe ginanya ka isi fo onwe ginanya. Dunu n'otu, unu dị n'otu n'unu ga-emeri ọnwa, ma unu gbakasa ọnwa ga-emeri unu. O nwere ihe ọzọ mba ife Chukwu. Ihe ahụ ị chọrọ imerụ Chineke gị meri ya mmadụ ibe gị na Chukwu kele anyị dịka onyinye ya. O nwere ihe ọzọ ndụ ka ihe a. Man, people will tell you that God is saying you should bring money. Have you seen God collecting money from anybody? They are lying to us. They don't want to tell our children the truth about life. We tell our people to go to farm. But no, you cannot hear this type of thing. From the church, they are going to. I like what our comrade said. Stochima, he said it's a social gathering. It does not matter in life. That place we are going to, you cannot learn anything good there. But IPOB made us to listen, made us to think how we can survive on this planet Earth by helping each other, by fighting to defend our land and tell our people the truth about life. Support ESN, stay together with our leadership, and continue telling the zoo that continue help. If they continue holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they can never stop actualization of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finished his work, and we continue until we have our way out.
There were. Caller on WhatsApp, you're the last caller, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan. Can you hear me, Mazi Jonathan?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Go on, Mazi.
Okay. My name is Mazi Nnamdi. I am the coordinator here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've called a few times before, and I keep trying to call each time, but I'm happy I'm able to get through to you today. What actually prompted me to add my voice to the ongoing conversation today is the issue of the professor, the so-called intellectual called professor. One question I have for him is, being the chief security officer of Anambra State, how come he is not able to solve the crimes he's pinning on Igbo youths? How come, with all the wherewithals and all the resources he has, being the chief security officer, he cannot solve the criminality going on in that state? But what he finds comfortable and convenient to do is to pin it on his younger brothers. That is very, very saddening. Another question I have for him, the professor, is when it comes to pinning criminality on Igbo youths, now he regionalized his analysis. He will not say it in the general context of Nigeria, where criminality about Anambra, he's talking about the Igbo youths and all that. He's not talking about Benue. He's not talking about Kogi. He's not talking about Benue and Medugri and all the rest of where they build criminality going on. Now, he does not want to analyze the criminality going on in the country, but now he puts it as a regional thing. It has to be Igbo youths causing all the criminality going on. How unfortunate that is for him. Another issue I want to bring out here today is when they make such reckless statements, they are betting on the uninformed population who thrive on sentimental reaction or understanding of the whole statement he just made. He does not understand that the statement he has made implicates his own children, if he ever had children at all. Like Igbo people, Igbo youths are going to be profiled in that entity, that dungeon, that Igbo forest called Nigeria. Igbo youths are going to be profiled already because we're already endangered population. And just because he wants to be a governor for the second time, this is how he has really being the criminality going on in the whole of Nigeria on the Igbo youths. He should understand that we are listening. We are all over the world. We are paying attention to what the political dynamics going on. If the northern governors are able to protect their own people, the western people are able to protect their own people, what the question now is, why Igbo people are always the ones that are bought over? Igbo people where the resources are, Igbo people where all the entrepreneurial people are. This is what they are doing to remove all these things we are doing to build one nation. They want one nation, but at the same time, they really want to pin all these criminalities just to destroy the IPOB movement. But I have one thing coming for them. This movement is indestructible. This movement can never die. Even if all the governors and all the politicians, they sell us out, they do whatever they want to do to destroy the organization, they cannot. Like we always say, we have crossed the Rubicon. They cannot destroy this movement. All we want is the God-given freedom. We are determined to get this freedom. Doesn't matter how long it's gonna take. And they must release our leader. Our leader is one person God has sent to come and speak for us. And they think they will hold him in the dungeon, the SS dungeon, and destroy the movement. That is not gonna happen. And Soludo and the likes of Soludo should know, Unyielding had already warned us about this going on. As soon as they conquer Imo State, they conquer Anambra State, everybody, even the politicians, will be on their own. They cannot. That line cannot happen them. They should really understand. This is not a regular politics. This is not politics as usual. Soludo should know that we are paying attention, that there is nothing he can do to demonize IPOB. His insinuation, IPOB are the one committing the crimes. But we should hold him responsible. He must solve these crimes. He must come back out and tell us how many IPOB people, how many innocent people he had arrested in the bush he's pinning this crime on. And another thing, Mazi Jonathan, we IPOB must find a way to checkmate this kind of arrogancy and careless utterances from our politicians. If we don't do something to stop them, they will continue. We must find a strategic way to really counter them when they make that kind of reckless utterances. That's all I have to say, Mazi Jonathan. I want to thank you for the work, for the energy you put on the radio. All of you that have been speaking the minds of some of us, we are listening. I want to encourage you to continue the good work you're doing. All we need to do is never be distracted. Let's all hone our energies, our resources towards our leader coming out and we standing very, very strong and restoring the freedom of our people. Thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
And I completely agree with you that we need to do something so that these people should stop this, this arrogancy and loose statements. Anybody can come out and talk against us, no consequences. That is with impunity. That is the problem, and that is why others, they continue doing it. Because when you do something and there is a consequence, now before any person can come and speak or do anything, now he will think twice. I completely agree with you. This is where I'm going to stop. Please, I'm no more taking calls. Calls are flooding in, but I'm no more taking calls, please. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, they want to dissolve us as a people in the ocean or in the river called Nigeria. That is all they want to do. So that we become inconsequential. So that we become so much separated that we can no longer be able to stick together as a bunch. They are taking advantage of the type of people we are, Republicans in nature. Now they are supplanting it. Why pushing us, to use that republicanism and pushing us to the fake type. Colonizers, they are very smart. They will come to you, they will try everything in order to supplant that thing you revere, that thing you have as originality. Now they will do your abracadabra, now supplant it with fake, and you will still be holding that, thinking that it is the same original that you have. They promote that fake, they give to you, promote it, why making you to feel that it is the same original thing you are having, you are possessing. That is what they are doing against us. Oh, you after all Igbos, you are Republicans, so you don't need a cohesion, you don't need anybody to control you. Do your own thing as you want. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And for your information, anybody that is still thinking that these politicians are representing us, you are lying. I have never seen where a politician come out in Igbo land and he was being thrown stone or hewed. That is a massive group of people Thousands of people will line up hewing him, throwing him water. Not something that is distant, or just pure water. It never happened. Until this type of thing starts happening. You know, I used to say it. What we are doing over the issue. I mean the mentality of our people. Our people are still hailing politicians. It doesn't matter, they say, oh no, I'm not supporting him, or we are just deceiving him, make him think. No. This is the time for our people to be, hurling insults, open, hewing politicians, throwing pure water to our politicians. Not hailing them. Hey, na baba, na wow, na wele, oh, one bar for, na wale, ane. No. Which means we are still far behind, because these people are not representing us. Any politician, any person that is rising up in Igbo land to be a politician in Nigeria, know that he is going on an anti-Igbo system. He cannot help it. It's not something that he can change. Maybe it's the system that will change him. When he enters there, all these people, once there are things, the way you rise up, there are ways you rise up in politics. Now, the more you rise, the more the system changes you. You must dance to the tune. If you want to go up higher, you must dance to the tune of the system. That is what some of our people don't understand. That is why we must resist. Chukuma Soludo Okuraro. The contract is there to destroy IPOB, to discourage people from contributing financially to IPOB. That is the contract. And that is why they are there still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to check whether there will be a way to destroy IPOB through blackmail, through one-to-one saga, through confusion, through discouragement from people contributing money to IPOB, through different ways. If there is any saga, any person coming out in order to blow saga in Facebook, don't you notice this? People will immediately gather, he will be having viewers, more plenty. Why don't you think they push Nigeria, push their agents? They have groups. Once they say, this person, go to this particular timeline, support him, go there and view, encourage him so that they continue sagaring, let us see what can come out of this thing. That is how they do. They have agents, they have groups. That's why when you see somebody coming out to talk against one thing or the other, against IPOB, against this, and you see views, the people will come, viewer, or name with you. Because it's an encouragement. That is what our people should understand. That is why we must make sure to guard this struggle. Because this struggle, people have died. We should never be like our fathers that fought for 3 years very gallantly and ended up like a way that is stunning even to many of them, and abruptly stopped, and went back to their vomit. I could remember in some videos when they asked some people during the war, they said, no, Biafra is indestructible, we are not going to stop until we get Biafra. All of a sudden they stopped. Don't you think that this thing is shameful? No, we are talking reality. During Biafran war, guys, we used to see videos of people, and I got even to the last person, we continue fighting, even to the last man. But after 3 years, he nearly collapsed. So not only that, but enter inside, no, completely collapsed. What do you say about it? The whole boast and everything is gone. We should never repeat history. I say we should never, because my own is we should make sure to protect this struggle. That is my own. We should make sure all of us have stakes in this struggle, equal stakes. People have died. It doesn't matter what our enemies and detractors are doing, fighting, what the Nigerian government is doing, what Britain is doing, trying to destroy what we are building, what we have built for how many years. We should make sure to continue. Otherwise, we'll be ashamed forever. Otherwise, our future generations will spit in our graves. Are you hearing me? That is why we have no back to go. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra remains our ideology. Biafra is our religion. And our focus is the complete restoration of Biafra, of our nation called Biafra, through genuineness, through enlightenment. That is the thing. So that we can build a vibrant nation. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, notwithstanding some technical issues that I passed through during the program, I am saying simply, good evening.
Biafra, Emeka Monosi, Biafra, Gaimara, Biafra, Gane Boso Gamiri, Agaimara, Biafra, Gane.